the bed is kind of made. Let me put my cleaning tote up here. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, so it's a mess in here. I definitely have a lot of work to do. Grandson clothes.
Hooray.
Grandson baby wipes. A squirt gun in my shower. I have a lot of work to do today. Anyway, so we're getting ready for another adventure. One I've been really waiting for. And, yeah, I mean, look at all this up here. And we lent it to our oldest daughter and our son-in-law. And, they have 4 kids. And I know that when we lent it to them for a night, one of the boys, the older boy, pulled the screen out of the emergency window. So I have to fix that. And the same kid pulled the screen out of the screen door. So I got to fix that. Otherwise, I think most of it is just dirt and grime. And who knows what else. I guess I know what I'm doing today. Over the last several months, Wesley and I have loaned out the USS Tootie to several different friends and family members. Between uses, we made a few upgrades, which you will have to wait and see in a future video. Sadly, however, Tootie did experience some damages during this period, one being a broken dinette table. Tootie needed a deep cleaning and some repairs before we could use her for an upcoming trip, that trip being the last trip of 2022. So we set to work, scrubbing her from ceiling to floor, flushing tanks, doing needed repairs, all of which we managed to complete in a single weekend. We also had to restock everything from toilet paper to food in preparation for our coming trip. Back in September, Wesley and I toured a local campground in the hopes of holding an event there at a later date. With very little time left in the season, we took a chance and booked for Veterans Day weekend to get a feel for the place. With family coming in from Chicago, a barbecue block party just a few days away, and Halloween, we were stressed and needed the break. I've been working at it for a while now, family rotating in and out trying to help me, and I've got the bathroom 100% scrubbed and ready to go. And, you know, we've been letting people borrow the USS Tootie, and like 3 different groups of people have borrowed it in the last couple of weeks because we haven't been using her, and it hasn't been cleaned, and I like to clean before and after it's used, and we just haven't had the time. So what I did was I came in here and I scrubbed the shower down, and we got lucky. So we got this table from our neighbor. It is a folding table, and it fits perfectly in the shower pan. So on travel days, all we gotta do is slip it in there and it's ready to go. I have to wash all the towels. and get everything done. But I started making notes of everything I need to buy, everything I need to restock, because we're getting ready to take her out again. So I got the bathroom done. I started working on the pantry. I know it's super hard to see in there. I've got a whole new storage solution for this that is really exciting, but y'all ain't gonna see that yet, because we can't try it out yet. Maybe this next trip we can, but so far this has all been cleaned and ready to go. We have strip cleaned the entire top bunk and scrubbed the ceiling and all the walls. We got these storage solutions for all the bedding and the pillows for the bunk beds, because I don't like them getting dusty. So I wash all the bedding after a trip, and then once it's all dry and ready, I put it in these bags and then set them back in here, so that the next time we go to use Tootie, we have everything we need is fresh and clean and ready to go. So we got it up here, we cleaned all this. I'm sure you saw the footage with one of my daughters. We took the mattress off and cleaned that. So now what we're working on is, this is the bottom bunk. This is the little storage area under the bottom bunk, which we've had problems with since day one, because this was their idea of how to protect the ducting for the shower. Look, see, it's not even like there's big old gaps. It's all just sitting here. This is all loose. There's one screw holding it in. Anyway, so they thought this was going to be acceptable, and we told them we wanted it fixed, and they laughed at us. Isn't that great? I mean, it's just sitting there. So Wes has decided he's going to go ahead and fix it, but I had to open her up because there is some things that we want to store in here, and we want to make sure that we have the ability to get into it. Also, remember I was saying that one of our grandsons pulled the screen from that emergency window and ripped it from the frame. So we're going to go ahead and fix that before we put it back in. Also, this up here, this little box on the wall, is the access for the shower, for the piping and stuff. I'm not sure if you can see this little box right here. It was only held in with one small screw, and our grandsons bumped it with their head, and the whole screw in the panel came out. So while we were standing here, it was kind of funny. So what we're going to do is, my husband went ahead and used a couple more screws and really sunk it in there, so that won't happen anymore. But what we're going to end up doing is cleaning this all out and doing the same thing we did up there down here on this bunk. But it also gives you guys a really good idea of what our future plan is for the Tootie. So you can see that this is the storage. There's a little door right here. You see this? You close that up and it makes a bed. Well, when the kids are done traveling with us and they are grown and they've decided they want to be stable, stationary people, we're taking this all apart. We're removing this top bunk completely. We're cutting this out of here, rerouting the ductwork, and we're turning this into a bench seat with a table attached to this wall that rises up or lowers. And this will be the new dinette, because this dinette is coming out. We're ripping it out and we're putting in a counter with cabinets right here against this wall. So it'll only come out as far as this cabinet here. So we're going to gain all this walking space right here. So pretty cool. But yes, a lot of cleaning to do today. That big bag there is nothing but camping gear. That's supposed to go in the underbunk storage. We've got a couple of boats, inflatable boats. We have an inflatable kayak and an inflatable fishing boat with a trolling motor. Don't know how we're going to get that in here, but maybe we'll leave the trolling motor at home. To really impact my fishing ability. I guess I'll be bank fishing. Anyway, so deep cleaning. So I still have the rest of the day. It's about noon. I still have the rest of the day, maybe 1 o'clock. It's about 1 o'clock. So I still have the rest of the day to go. And I still have 80% of the camper to clean. So here we go. Join us next week as we visit Collins Lake for Veterans Day weekend. It is a brief turnaround for me as, shortly after, I hop on a plane for a cross-country trip to visit Jake and Heidi in North Carolina. Trust me, you don't want to miss those videos. As always, thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe.